You better watch out, you better start to cry. Better not shout, I'll tell you why. Sycho Sid is coming to town.
For all the skeptics and all the people that have a little bit of... Let me do this again.
Oh, it's live, pal.
And I have half the brain that you do!
Trying to make me look like a jackass!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages. I was going to say children of all ages, but you shouldn't let kids listen to the show. I'm your host, Brent Piles. This is the Life and Times of Sycho Sid. It's episode 36, and with me, as always, is my trusted tag team partner from across the ocean and from the future, at Glenn Abbott. Glenn, how are you doing this fine Friday evening? Late Friday evening for you.
I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, you don't want to let your kids listen to this unless you want them saying, oh shit, a lot.
Unless you want them learning a lot of curse words, yeah. I remember back when I first started this, one of the guys that I did the show was like, hey, one of my friends listened to it, and he said he liked it, but he feels like you curse too much. And I was like, well, I mean, tell him not to listen anymore, because there's nothing
Nope.
I've been talking like that since I was 14, so I'm probably not going to stop now. Sorry.
8 or 9 years down the line, and you're still cursing well.
Thank you. And I
in fact, if anything, when we get together with the mayor, it's even worse.
Oh man, yeah. Sometimes we get a little. I mean, every show is very immature, but sometimes we get a little bit immature than usual, and I'm not sure why that happens, but sometimes it does. If you listen to our NXT Battleground picks, you'll hear all about what we think about the Forbidden Door, a different sort of Forbidden Door than one Tony Khan talks about. But anyway, we're not here for that. We're here for some Sid. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at a little promo that the 1-2-3 kid is cutting, and then a certain someone decides to interrupt this promo, and this person gets their ass whooped because of it. So let's have a look. What happens to this poor bastard?
What's the matter, Jannetty? Are you feeling a little low? How about you too, Ramon?
Wait a minute, hold it! Here comes Jannetty. Look, here comes Jannetty. You got no business being out here. Marty, Jannetty. Hey, wait a minute.
You don't do me, Jannetty. You want it?
Marty Jannetty, being pummeled by the 1-2-3 kid of the Sycho Sid Club. Jannetty with a score to settle with the 1-2-3 kid. Look at DiBiase. No. Power bomb on the outside by Sycho Sid.
That's what you get, Jannetty. If you mess with the kid, or if you mess with the master, the ruler.
Marty Jannetty, Iron Trouble. Let's get out of here. Let's take you over to Dark Hendricks, ladies and gentlemen.
It was funny when he powerbombed him. I literally said, well, that's what you get. And then Sid got on the mic and said, that's what you get.
Yep.
Right, exactly. Should have took your mullet and your stupid fucking leather jacket and walked back to 1989, fucking Marty Jannetty.
He slammed him that hard that even Vince went, ow.
Yeah, Vince could feel it. Yeah, so there you have it. Marty Jannetty bit off a little more than he could chew. Now we're going to get into a tag team match from an episode of Superstars. It is Sid and the Kid battling Barry Horowitz and Hakushin. One of your favorite tag teams of all time, I know. So, all right, here we go. It's Sid, it's the Kid, it's Barry Horowitz. Pat yourself on the back.
I used to like Barry Horowitz, actually. He's quite funny.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were going to tell me like he liked his in-ring ability. I was like, well, that must be really bad for you, Glenn, because I don't think he, besides Skip, I don't think he ever won a match. Do you remember that when he beat Skip?
Yes, yeah.
Of the Bonnie Damas. And he had like the like the Jewish song Nagila Hava Nagila Hava. That was like his entrance music.
That's what I mean. You know, it was quite stupid. The whole gimmick was funny.
Well, he is Horowitz.
He's a good technical wrestler, though, Barry Horowitz, for a jobber.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's the only jobber to ever get a babyface run. So,
yeah,
at least that I can remember. Hakushi, of course, who's got his grocery list printed across his back and chest.
Yeah.
Or wait, does he even have it on? I don't think he does.
No, he doesn't. Does he? He's not got his tattoos on.
They were like, don't even worry about him. I'm guessing by like the date and things up here.
Yes,
in the corner.
Yes, he has.
Oh, okay. You just can't see them.
It's just at the front. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just because the screen's so dark, it's so faint, you can't see. Oh yeah, now you can see it's on there. Yeah, that's his grocery list. Everybody, soy sauce. He needs
yeah, noodles,
pizzas,
egg fried rice.
Yeah, and of course he needs some Capri Suns. As me and Glenn were just talking about, love Capri Suns.
Mm-hmm.
And they do have them in England because, quote, they're not heathens. So Glenn said.
This is true.
I always liked Hakushi. I thought Hakushi was underrated. He had like a really good match with Bret Hart, I remember, at the very first In Your House.
Yeah, that was.
Oh!
He's lost his geishas as well now.
Oh, yeah, because he used to have that guy with him, didn't he?
And the girl.
Oh, I don't remember the girl. I remember the guy.
No, he had a girl with him to start with.
Really? I remember the guy with the all white face. I remember that guy. I don't remember his name. Ooh, he took that one high, didn't he? And it's funny because I think I remember Hakushi being around for like years and years, but I think he only had like a 1-year run in the WWF. I think 95 was the only year he was in there. Maybe 95, 96. I also believe he had like a feud with The Undertaker in Michinoku Pro. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of Michinoku Pro, Glenn?
Yeah, I've heard of Michinoku Pro. I never heard about him having a feud with The Undertaker, though.
Yeah, that's what I heard this on the Something to Wrestle podcast. They talked about it. I think you might be able to find it on YouTube. Maybe I'll have to look up and see. If I can find it on YouTube, we'll fucking watch it.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it'll be weird. They used to do this thing in Michinoku Pro called the Great Space War. Did you ever see the Great Space War?
I have.
Oh my God! Now that is hilarity ensued right there.
It is very.
Barry Horowitz, very angry. Barry Horowitz is over there getting mad like a kid who didn't get what they wanted for Christmas. Barry, get out of the ring, asshole! Jesus, he's the worst tag team partner. Yelling at the referee for like 10 minutes. Oh, the match will continue. And we're back. Sid's coming in the ring, which means Hakushi is in trouble. Or maybe he won't be. I'm not sure. Who knows? Oh, that was a nice little fancy move there by Hakushi. A different sort of enziguri. Glenn is Googling what Hakushi's real name is. He'll let you know in a minute. I'm just kidding. He's not really. Or maybe he is.
Kensuke Shizaki.
That's a mouthful. That's a mouthful, Glenn.
Yeah, that's why they called him Hakushi.
Yeah, Hakushi's a lot easier to say than that. Yeah.
He was a former soccer player.
He used to play soccer, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm assuming he's Japanese, right?
Yes, yeah.
Sid loves that run to the corner and miss the leg through rope. He does that spot a lot. Barry Horowitz on fire. He is throwing, I was going to say European uppercuts. He's throwing Jewish uppercuts. I don't know if there's a difference between them. I don't think there is, but. What's Barry Horowitz's real name?
Barry Horowitz.
Speaking of Barry Horowitz, he's about to get fucking power bombed.
Of course he is.
Barry Horowitz also has like no
Sid.
butt whatsoever. It's like all it's back to leg for Barry. No buttons Barry should have been his name.
I love that switching when they.
Oh yeah. Oh, the kid gets in there. He's gonna get the pin. 1, 2, and 3. I love him kicking his feet. I don't know why he's doing that, but oh yeah, the 1, 2, 3 kid is the winner. He is a celebrating fool. Sid looked a little upset there. He looked like, fuck this guy. I wanted to get the pin this time. There we have it. Sid and the kid are victorious against.
Apparently, Barry Horowitz, his only other win apart from Skip was against Hakushin.
His now tag team partner, huh?
Yeah, that was after I think they were tag team partners.
So okay, I think it was before because if I remember, now it's all coming back to me now because I remember '95 SummerSlam. Barry Horowitz faced Skip in a match, and I remember Hakushin coming out and like distracting Skip, and that's how Barry Horowitz beat him for the second time. It was like a second or third time he beat him. And then I think that maybe Skip had something to do with Barry Horowitz beating Hakushin. Maybe Skip got involved in the match and somehow.
He did. Yeah.
That's how it happened?
Yeah.
Look at that, Glenn. I just needed a little bit of refreshing. I remember a lot from 1995. Terrible year in wrestling, good year for my memory. But now we head to In Your House Seasons Beatings. And we see the Sid and the Kid taking on Razor Ramon and Marty Jannetty. 2 guys who definitely had 2 classic Crime and Sports episodes, too, by the way. So let's put it up on the screen here. Let's check out Sid and the Kid versus Marty and Razor Ramon. Here we go. Marty and Razor discussing strategy here. Razor looks great, as always. Some pushing and shoving. I mean, these guys could probably have a hell of a good match together. You know what? Give them like 30 minutes to tear the house down.
These are the sort of guys that should have been in the cruiserweight.
Oh yeah,
division.
Definitely, they would have been able to.
Made in 1997.
So the Kid is clearly trying to stay away from Razor here, but Marty went loud and chucked him right back in. Let's see what happens. Oh, is he going to throw the toothpick at him?
Well, these two have got such a history, haven't they? He knows what he's going to get.
Yeah. I mean, they've been enemies to friends, back to enemies again. Oh, good blind tag there. It was a hand-to-hand tag, too, so I like that. Ooh, he didn't see that come.
That looked a bit stiff.
Yeah, it looked like it hurt.
I don't know if Sid's got issues with Razor.
It looked like he hit him more in, like across the bridge of the nose too than he did like across the chest. You know, it was like really high.
Oh yeah, it was a high one. It was, and it looked quite.
Yeah,
so he kept his arm quite stiff.
Yeah. Oh, the Kid now working some kick. He's got to get in there now. Sid's worked him over.
Which is where the term "working stiff" comes from.
Yeah, Sid invented the word. I'm sure he didn't, but it's fun to say he did. This is a Sid show. We're going to say he did. Baby,
it was the guys that were notorious for not working their clotheslines, where the term came from.
Oh, really?
I
did not know that. I mean, I just thought the term came from when people were punching people in the face, but you would know better than I would. That was a good kick, though. He didn't lay him into him on that kick. Maybe that was an I'm sorry kick.
Yeah.
I did see somebody in the crowd holding up a sign that said Bret Hart, but they had Hart spelled like Hart is actually spelled, not like Bret Hart. Fucking wrestling fans, I can't ever get it right. It's either Bret with 2 T's or they spelled Hart wrong.
Yeah.
Unless there's another independent wrestler named Bret Hart with real heart, I'm not sure. Maybe there is, and they're just a big fan of him. I don't know. Who knows? Both men down. The people don't give a shit about this match. Look at them. They don't.
They may have been over here.
Is he gonna? It's weird to see Sid trying to get a hot tag to the one.
They definitely may have been over here at that time.
Who?
Because while this was going on in the States, we had all sorts of fake wrestlers that had nearly UF names.
Yeah, I'd heard that, like, you would go to a show there and it would be like the Undertaker, but it wasn't the Undertaker. It was like some other Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, if you can get away with it, fuck it, right?
That's
Oh,
right.
See, that was a good move. That was some cruiserweight shit right there.
Yeah.
That was a terrible fucking body slam. What's he gonna do here? He's coming from the top rope. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, nice little frog splash there. Did you ever see that Bret Hart 1, 2, 3 kid match from it's like a 1994 episode of Raw, and it's like for the WWF Championship? It's such a good match.
I probably watched it at the time, but I can't remember it.
I don't remember I know it's in 94. I mean, look it up and watch it if you haven't. It's really, even if you've seen it before, go watch it again. It's a great match. Great storytelling. I mean, like all Bret Hart matches.
Oh yeah.
Working over Marty this time. Oh, huge clothesline, as I said. Knocking Marty for a loop.
And to be fair, to Sean Waltman, he's a better wrestler than people give him credit for.
Yeah, I agree. I think people look at more of his gimmicks and stuff and not the in-ring ability. Because I think he was the guy that if you came to the WWF, they would immediately throw you into a match with Sean Waltman, because if you couldn't have a good match with him, then you probably couldn't have a good match with anybody. So they'd immediately put you in and see what you could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely underrated, I would say. And now, I mean, he's really turned his life around now. He probably wasn't such a good person, 10, 15 years ago, but he's a great dude now. So big shout out to Sean Waltman and X-Pac. Great guy. Oh, I always loved the way he did that spin punch. So good.
Yeah.
He was the best at that. Him and that fall away slam that he would do. Right here. Here it is. Oh, yes.
There we go. He wasn't going to do that to Sid, though.
No. He thinks he's going to raise his edge, Sid. That's not going to happen.
No. That's silly.
It's crazy when you think about it. Like, Scott Hall was basically a mid-card wrestler his entire career. Like, he had a couple of world title feuds, main title feuds, but never really anything higher than, like, U.S. and Intercontinental Championship. And that's crazy to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, a bulldog! He hit him with the bulldog. No.
When he's one of the most recognized wrestlers on the planet.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you told people that, like, people who didn't watch wrestling in our era, like, he never won a world championship, it'd probably be hard for people to believe that, but it is. It's true.
Yeah.
So somehow the Razor Ramon has won this thing with a bulldog on Sycho Sid. You know how we hate to see Sid lose on these things, but he's lost, Glenn.
He's lost. Oh, well. But at least it's a Razor. It's not to some just old jobber.
Right, and we're going to go ahead and blame that on the 1, 2, 3 kid. I don't know why, but that's what we're going to do.
Yep.
We were just talking about how good of a wrestler he is, how underrated he is, how good of a guy he is, but you fucked up that match. Way to go.
That's it.
And that is it. That's all we got for this edition of The Life and Times of Sycho Sid. You got anything else you want to add before we get out of here, Glenn?
No.
Nothing else to add. So that just means all we need to add is Glenn saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
For all the skeptics and all the people that have a little bit of... Let me do this again.
Oh, it's live, pal.
And I have half the brain that you do.
Trying to make me look like a jackass.